자, 그러면 12월 27일 화요일 모닝 헤드라인스 뉴스캐스터 레이와 함께 시작합니다.
The Korean government has announced plans to eliminate more than 12,000 jobs at public organizations by 2025, with the job cut scheme expected to help save up to 760 billion won in costs annually.
정부가 2025년까지 공공기관 정원 중 12,000명 이상을 구조조정하기로 결정했습니다. 이 구조조정으로 연간 7,600억 원 수준의 인건비 절감이 기대된다고 전했습니다.
Health authorities have confirmed Korea's first infection of Naegleria fowleri, an amoeba known to cause fatal amoebic meningitis, after a man in his 50s returned from Thailand and died from the disease.
질병관리청에 따르면 치명적인 뇌염을 일으키는 파울러 자유 아메바 감염 사례가 국내에서 처음으로 확인됐습니다. 첫 감염 사망자는 50대 남성으로 최근 태국을 다녀왔습니다.
71 Chinese Air Force aircraft were spotted around Taiwan in a show of force on Sunday, the largest such incursion in recent months, with dozens of aircraft crossing the median line of the Taiwan Strait or entering Taiwan's air defense identification zone.
지난 일요일 중국이 대만 주변에서 올해 들어 최다인 군용기 71대를 동원해 무력 시위를 전개한 것으로 파악됐습니다. 이 중 수십 대의 군용기는 대만 해협 중간선을 넘거나 방공 식별구역에 진입했습니다.
Russia has published a new nationwide school curriculum that states 16 and 17-year-olds will receive lessons on how to use assault rifles and hand grenades.
16세와 17세에 해당되는 러시아의 고교생들은 교육과정 개편에 따라 내년부터 소총과 수류탄을 다루는 기초 군사 훈련을 받게 됩니다.
The Taliban government in Afghanistan has banned women from working for non-governmental organizations, a move that comes just days after female students were banned from universities, sparking international condemnation.
아프가니스탄 탈레반 정권이 여성의 대학 교육을 금지한 데 이어 비정부 기구에서 여성이 활동하는 것까지 금지했습니다. 이 같은 조치로 국제사회의 비난이 쏟아지고 있습니다. Morning Headline Expressions. From the headlines today, let's have a look at this expression, scheme.
Scheme. Two ways you can use it, two ways it is used. In the UK, it just means a plan.
Yeah.
So some type of government plan, a new policy, they'll call that a scheme. Like pension scheme.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So when you pay for your pension off your paychecks, that's part of the pension scheme. I think I've heard that used.
연금 계획, 아니면은 그런 느낌으로 pension scheme, or maybe even in art, color scheme.
Oh, yeah,
You know?
sure.
So in that case, it's not a plan, it's sort of like a layout of colors.
Yeah. Right.
But then the word scheme can also have a negative connotation.
Yeah, I feel like in North America we use it a little bit more negatively, where like so you can even use it as a verb and say somebody is scheming. Oh, he schemed me, like, right? So when you scam somebody. So
Yeah.
a scheme is some type of plan you come up with, but you're trying to deceive people and trick people, and usually trying to get something, some type of benefit for yourself.
맞아요. scheming이라고 하면은 좀 부정적인 느낌이 있습니다. 뭔가 이렇게 계획을 안 좋은 계획을 짜고 있는 느낌이 좀 있어요. 자, scheme이라는 단어가 우리 첫 번째 헤드라인에서는 구조조정의 의미로 job cut scheme 이렇게 쓰였고요. 두 번째 헤드라인에서는 fatal입니다.
Fatal just means that it causes death. So fatal illnesses, a fatal accident, a fatal attack. You know that if you see that, you know some people have died.
네, 치명적이다라는 뜻이 있어서요. A fatal illness라고 하면은 이 질병으로 인해서 사망할 수 있다라는 게 내포되는 거죠. Well, this particular illness, this disease, as you mentioned, it's hard to get. However, once you get it, it is fatal, very, very fatal.
Right, fatality rates, right? You mentioned that
yeah,
earlier. So,
yeah.
we know the fatality rate for COVID is what is like under 2% or something like that, whereas
This one.
yeah,
Yeah.
this one is
The amoeba, yeah.
right. The brain eating amoeba is what 99 point something.
Oh, really?
Wait,
So
is that what
it's
you- is
very
that what
high.
you said?
I think it's at 97%.
Oh, okay.
But
Still,
still,
nonetheless,
very
very
high.
high.
Yes. 그래요. 자, fatal, 치명적이다. 그 다음에는 incursion이라는 단어입니다.
Incursion, it's usually used between two countries that are at war with each other or having problems, and normally they border each other. So forces from one side cross the border. That's called an incursion because they've entered an area that is not part of their jurisdiction and is technically restricted to them. They shouldn't do that.
So if you cross the border when you shouldn't, and you're kind of invading
Yeah,
their
the
territory.
idea is like you're invading
Yeah.
or you're going to attack.
그래요. 침입이라는 의미로 보시면 되겠고요. 그 다음에는 school curriculum.
School curriculum, again, it's like a scheme in a sense, like the British use of scheme. It's the plan, and it lays out what students will learn in each grade. So what are the subjects they'll learn, and then within each subject, what topics.
Exactly. 여기서 학교 교과 과정을 말하고 있는 건데요. In Russia, they've decided to add something to their school curriculum.
Right, teaching how to use assault rifles and hand grenades.
For 16 and 17-year-olds. 자, 그래요. 자, 그 다음에 마지막으로 to spark something.
Spark something, to cause something to start. Usually it's used for right thing. It sparked some international condemnation. It made everybody really say how much they disagree with something. So you can use it negatively that way. But it could also be used to talk about sparking interest. Right? So
Sparking interest.
Right. We could say how Squid Game, for example, sparked a lot of international interest in Korean cinema and
Right.
Korean TV shows.
Definitely. 그때는 관심을 끌다의 의미로 볼 수 있겠네요. And people around the world were trying to get their hands on the Korean sweets and the 달고나 and
Oh
things
yeah,
like that.
it sparked a lot of interest
Yeah.
in
Korean
Korean
culture.
culture. Yeah, exactly.
spark, 촉발하다라는 의미입니다. 자, 이렇게 오늘 헤드라인에서 나온 표현들 리뷰해봤고요. Morning Headline Expressions는 오디오 어학당과 유튜브에서 무료로 다시 듣기 하실 수 있습니다.